As you know, social media is always changing, but here are the 10 social media trends that I'm predicting will take over the social media space in 2025. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Am I still gonna have fun trying to predict all these things? Absolutely. As always, timestamps are below, use them if you need them, and let's just jump into it. Prediction number 1, influencer marketing and collaborations will change. Influencer marketing is a marketing strategy where brands will collaborate with creators to promote their brand, services, or product within their content. The traditional way we see this happen is when a brand will pay a creator for X amount of sponsored posts. Let's say for this example, it's just one post. Then that creator will create a video dedicated to that brand and whatever that brand wants them to promote. Unfortunately, this strategy has been seeing lower and lower engagement rates for both brands and creators, making it a less valuable return on investment for brands. Why? Day-to-day users are simply tired of these types of partnerships. Most people are programmed to kind of swipe past this type of sponsored content because it automatically feels like an ad. These style of partnerships have been happening since the beginning of influencer marketing, so I think we're all kind of programmed to immediately recognize it within the first 2 seconds of a video. Like if a creator starts with,
I just got this brand new one, blah.
Like, you know it's an ad, you're swiping, you're skipping past it. So what I'm predicting we will see more of this year is brands seeking out ambassadors over collaborators. Whereas with ambassadors, these are creators that a brand will come across who is already using and promoting their products organically in their content. Then because of that, the brand will then want to pursue a partnership with them just for them to continue to use and promote their products and their content. As an ambassador for that brand, that creator immediately becomes more of like an exclusive member of their community. They might become more of like a face for the brand. They might be on their website. They just become more of an established presence for that brand in particular. An example of this would be Gymshark athletes. So if you're a fitness account or a creator and you just genuinely love Gymshark and their clothing, that's literally what you wear in all of your videos. You share your Gymshark hauls. Your audience already knows that you love them. It would make sense for Gymshark to want to partner with you to become a Gymshark athlete. That way, one, when you drop a discount code or a call to action, it feels super natural for your audience. Two, if you announce that you are a Gymshark athlete, your audience is stoked with you because you've been obsessed with them for the longest time. And number three, as an ambassador, Gymshark is basically making sure that you are only wearing Gymshark clothing in your videos. Sometimes there's exclusivity clause ensuring you won't promote any sort of competitor of theirs. So naturally it's going to get Gymshark a lot more eyes because that's all you wear in all your content. Now, do I know what payment for this will look like? No. But ambassadors and partnerships like this are things that we've seen in the collaboration space, and I think long-term ambassadors will have an even heavier impact in the collaboration space this year. Not only that, I think it'll be a better return on investment for brands who are looking to convert new customers into buyers instead of brands doing one-off partnerships with influencers. Prediction number 2, hook, burnout, and evolution. Not only do we see social media trends come and go, but we also see different types of hooks or ways to grab somebody's attention at the beginning of your video come and go. For example, there was a time when saying,
Get ready with me while I
was the way to get views, or setting down your phone while you start talking, or even the whole like
stop scrolling if
like all of those are different hooks that worked really well for a certain amount of time. Now, what's currently working is something that I call hook layering, and this is where you make sure that you have an audible, a textual, and a visual element all happening at the same time in the first few seconds to gain somebody's attention. That is a whole strategy in and of itself, so you can learn more about what that is in this video here, where I break down how to go viral creating short form content. But what I think could happen sometime this year is that we'll start to see consumers get burnt out of this strategy as well. It's something that works really well right now. Not a lot of people are doing it or doing it well. But I think the more creators that catch on to this strategy and start using it, I think eventually it will become a cliche way to grab attention, which means we would need to see some sort of hook evolution take place in the creator space. Basically a new type of hook. I don't know exactly what that hook will look like, but I do see it falling into the landscape of my third prediction. Prediction number 3 is a rise in FaceTime creators or FaceTime content. There are a million different ways to describe this style of content that I see trending in 2025. But basically, it's like the epitome of authentic content. Now, I didn't want to say authentic content because I feel like that's more of a buzzword these days. Really just think natural, organic, low effort videos. It feels like you're on a FaceTime call with your best friend. Non-performative creators, people who are just themselves, not putting on a show, not over editing. It just seems real and maybe even slow paced at times. This is a type of content that we already see performing well with creators like Sam Solik, Dry Creek Wrangler School, Chef Teeny on TikTok, Keith Lee's OG videos, and a few more. So what made these creators stand out? How will this become popularized in 2025? Because at a glance, if you look at their profiles, it doesn't look like any sort of really crazy strategy or editing is happening. I mean, just looking at the thumbnails that are grabbed from Sam Solik's videos, they're just screenshots of his video, and usually those videos are over 30 minutes long. So how does this super low effort style content work in getting followers, retaining attention, getting views? I think some consumers are feeling overwhelmed when they open social media apps. Everything is so fast-paced now that when you exit the app, your brain feels like mush, you feel exhausted, and you're just done. Even my last prediction about hook layering causing consumer burnout, I think this sort of content will naturally be that next step that consumers will start craving. So when somebody finds or comes across these lower effort creators, it's like your brain finally gets to breathe. You can chill and relax and almost feel like you just get to hang out with somebody. If this style of content is something that you'd be interested in exploring as a creator in 2025, let me know down in the comments below, because I could absolutely do a full video teaching how to be a FaceTime creator in your own way. I also want to give the disclaimer that when I say low effort, I don't mean these creators are not trying. I'm just saying their content looks very effortless. Jumping into prediction number 4, a rise in both small and older creators. This is something I'm actually already seeing a lot of on YouTube and TikTok. I'm not seeing it as much on Instagram, but this is something that they do say they want to start pushing out smaller creators, so I'll also include them in the mix of this. But what I've been seeing is a lot more popularity in small creators' channels being pushed out on YouTube Home or even the For You page on TikTok. I don't know about you, but I feel like my YouTube homepage has a really good range of different size creators. We have creators I'm subscribed to, creators I'm not subscribed to and have large followings, newer creators that have under 1,000 followers and maybe 10 views. Like, my homepage is really pushing out so many different types of creators to me, and same thing on TikTok. When I'm scrolling on my homepage, there are so many different types of creators and videos being pushed out to me. We have viral videos, but we also have videos that were just uploaded from small creators and have 0 views, and I'm like one of their first 200 views that get to test if the video is going to perform well. Not only that, but I've also seen many creators over the age of 50 start popping off on their platform of choice. We have Fishing with Oh Dad here on YouTube and Grandma Dronek on TikTok. Both are viral content creators who are paving the way for the older generation to get onto social media if that's something that they want to do. So if you're someone who is just getting started, or you felt like,
Maybe I'm too late to the game. No one will follow me. I'm too old to be a content creator.
get that out of your mind. It is time to think again. Now that we've talked about a few rises in different areas, let's talk about a big fall that I see potentially happening with Prediction 5. Prediction 5, large creators will start to struggle. This is something that has been starting to be pointed out with creators like Charli D'Amelio, where they go viral doing one thing, and then over time, they have a hard time adapting to new strategies and evolving with social media. I think creators who went viral rapidly in the past 1, 2, maybe 3 years will start to struggle connecting with their audience as social media continues to evolve, and maybe struggle getting the views that they used to get, getting the reach that they used to get. This is something that I've struggled with as a creator, and specifically more recently is challenging myself to think outside the box. I have created the same type of content here for so many years, and I just want to continue to push myself and ask myself, do things need to change with my strategy? Does my content need to change? How can I continue to grow with the evolution of social media? So what I think will happen is these creators who did go viral most recently, they'll either have to learn very, very quickly how to adapt to new trends, new ways to hook your audience, new video strategies, or they'll have a hard time staying relevant. Now let's get into some platform-specific predictions. Prediction number 6, TikTok will become a real Amazon competitor. Now maybe I should preface this with, I predict that I don't think TikTok will get banned. While the ban is expected to go into place a few days after this video goes live, we have 1, TikTok appealing the ban, and 2, President-elect Donald Trump is also actively trying to put the ban on hold until he gets into office because he wants to try to work out some sort of a compromise with China to keep the app in the States. If it does get banned, I don't think it would be banned for very long. And besides, there's still over 800 million active TikTok users outside of the US. So my predictions, I think, are still going to be relevant whether it gets banned or not. If you have access to TikTok, these are the predictions. TikTok competing with Amazon. TikTok Shop has been on the rise for almost 2 years now. They made their debut in 2023 and made over $4.4 billion in revenue that year. And then last year, they were projected to hit $20 billion in revenue. Since it's still early July when I'm filming this, we don't really have an exact number of how much they did make in revenue in 2024, but considering that they made over $100 million on Black Friday alone, I wouldn't doubt that they probably hit their projection. When TikTok Shop first launched, I saw it as like Wish 2.0. Everything was like 67 cents and like super low quality. People like to compare it to Temu as well. Now, not only has TikTok Shop helped small businesses and creators with making money, but we're starting to see big name brands setting up their own products in TikTok Shop. Brands like Tarte, Halara, Simple Modern, House Labs, and so many more. I think this will only continue to grow and we'll start seeing even more big name brands over on TikTok Shop. And who knows, maybe by the time Black Friday comes around this year, there will be a huge competition between TikTok Shop and Amazon. Prediction number 7, TikTok creators turning to YouTube. Now there are a few reasons that I see a lot of TikTok creators turning to YouTube. 1, with the constant talk about a TikTok ban, it makes sense for creators to want to diversify their content. We also have YouTube recently extending their shorts length to 3 minutes. So that's a great option for creators who want to repurpose content that's longer than a 60-second limit, which was the previous shorts limit, or even a 90-second limit, which is the Instagram limit at the moment. Not only that, but a lot of TikTok creators see themselves as video creators. And I think a lot of people still see Instagram as a photo sharing app. I was literally on TikTok the other day, came across a video, and this girl was like,
"Oh, you know that photo sharing app?"
Because she didn't want to say Instagram on TikTok. And if you're a video creator wanting to diversify your video content, it makes sense to move to YouTube because in 2024, we saw YouTube surpass Netflix in TV streaming hours. So if you want to expand your video portfolio, again, YouTube's going to be a great place for that. Another reason I see TikTok creators turning to YouTube is actually my number 8 prediction, and that is a rise in long-form content. Long-form content has always existed, but there's lots of evidence that point towards a big push towards long-form content. Some users, like myself, are getting a little burnt out with the fast-paced short-form content and crave something a little bit longer, maybe something a little more slow-paced. We also saw, again, YouTube expanded their shorts to be 3 minutes long. TikTok has the capacity to upload up to 15, sometimes even 30-minute videos for some accounts who have access to that. And you could also watch horizontal videos on TikTok. Also, Facebook recently added a new video tab with that same horizontal rotate option similar to YouTube. YouTube beat out Netflix in TV streaming hours. Really, all of that is just pointing to pushing creators to create long-form content. So either long-form content is on the rise or it is going to be stronger than ever before. Prediction number 9, Instagram monetization. Do I have any evidence for this one? No. I don't. It is simply just what I would love to see happen over on Instagram. Instagram already has some monetization options, which is great. We love that. But their payout is struggling, to say the least, compared to platforms like YouTube and TikTok. Last year on YouTube, I made over $100,000 just from YouTube monetization. I know creators who are making 4-5 figures a month on TikTok because of the TikTok Shop affiliate options. With YouTube and TikTok being so successful at this, it's making more creators want to create content there over Instagram. So if Instagram really wants creators to take their platform seriously, I think they really have to step it up with the monetization options that they provide to creators. I think that is going to be the best way that they could compete with their other competitors. It doesn't even have to be pay your creators more. I think it's just having a more organized system for creators to get monetized so that it's very clear, all right, you are monetized. Here's your next step. Here is how you make money. These are your resources. I feel like the back end could be a lot more organized as well because it's very simple as a YouTube creator. You know exactly the benchmarks you have to hit to be monetized. Every video, it tells you how you're being monetized, how much you made. It's just very transparent, and same thing for TikTok. It's very clear the benchmarks you have to hit to be monetized, and then once you are, there's so many resources and steps that you could follow to start monetizing your page. So I am hoping that this year Instagram takes their monetization very seriously and provide creators not necessarily more ways to be monetized, but a better structure for monetization options. Prediction number 10, a new social media app being on the horizon. Again, I have no evidence for this one, but I just have like these little butterflies that I think there could be a new app on the horizon. I think the talk of TikTok being banned is definitely a push for a new app to come in and make way. That could be Lemon 8, which is also kind of owned by the same company as TikTok. But I do see maybe sometime this year a new social media app coming in to compete with big name apps like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's been a while since we've seen a new app just come in and fully take over. Obviously TikTok, the big takeover moment was in 2020, even though it was popular before then. And then we also saw Clubhouse in 2020 really come in for a moment. I just think it could be time for something else to come to play and really make those other social media apps sweat a little bit. The next video that you should watch here on YouTube is this one right here because YouTube thinks you'll like it. Thanks so much for watching. Follow your joy. Bye.